So here you can see us, see me lining up on runway 31 at Bodmin, off on my first solo nav. Looks like nice weather, it's not much wind, so throttle open and away we go. Just coming up on the right, there's a vintage twin engine Dornier, and there we go, we're off. Just trimming it out for the climb with just me in the aircraft. It climbs very quickly, upwards of 800 feet per minute. Just underneath us now we can see the A30 heading sort of mostly east to west as a spine down through Cornwall. Overhead Bodmin town now, just to begin leg 1 out towards Newquay, just checking my timings. Bit of mixed, scattered cloud with some breaks in it, a ceiling of about, base of the clouds at about 2,700 or 800 here. So beginning first turn out towards Newquay and St Evell. You can just see the sea coming in the distance there. Speaking to Newquay radar as well at the moment, there's not a lot of traffic about. Camel estuary just in the right hand there. Just checking my leg markers and making sure my timings are correct. Nice day, generally good viz. Newquay just on the left. Now you can see some of the sheds behind my head. Just under the nose now there's St Evell, old disused airfield, and just coming to view we will see St Mirren, a mostly disused airfield now. Beginning my leg up the coast, sort of northeasterly towards Camelford. A bit more cloud ahead, slightly lower base, but should be able to pick our way through. Camel estuary just under the nose now. Descended a couple of hundred feet to about 2,300 from 2,500 just to get under these clouds here. There we go, over the estuary now, heading up towards Camelford and Davidstow. Large solar farm up in the distance just to the right of the nose. Bit of course manipulation here just to keep us away from some of these lower lying clouds. This is cruising at about 90 knots through the air. We had a bit of a tailwind there, so ground speed of about just shy of 100. Bit of a gap here in these clouds. We'll sneak through. A large solar farm just under the nose to the right there. Just teasing our way up through these clouds up to Camelford, which is just out of shot to the left, which is going to be the next turning point for the return leg to Bodmin. Back to the original course. Sea on the north coast of Cornwall on the left there. The fold of the map is always the normally got the most important information on it. So Camelford underneath us now. Time to make our turn back towards Bodmin on a pretty much southerly course. Somewhere around out of sight, a couple of thousand feet above us, is a large Globemaster. I can hear them speaking to Newquay. That was Crowdy Reservoir just going under the nose, and there's the solar farm. As you can see up ahead, cloud base is a little bit lower. We're 2,500 again now, so we're probably going to have to lose a couple of hundred feet just to get in under that. Saying goodbye to Newquay and hello back to Bodmin, to let him know where I am and what my intentions are. We're going to join into an overhead join into the left-hand circuit of runway 31, which is just sort of on the left, probably sort of under the nose and under my head really. Cloud base is a bit lower here, maybe 2-1, so for our sorry, maybe about 2-3, 2-4. So for our airfield elevation, which is about 600 feet, we're just going to get in at a 2,000 feet above the airfield for our overhead join. So just turning in now to start the overhead join. Bodmin's just on the left under my head. Sadly, this is where we say goodbye in a second, and I'm afraid you won't join me for the landing, as I had a bit of a critical camera incident. I'm just eyeing up my entry here. So just starting now. Turn back towards the airfield. That's Bodmin Town just on the right of the nose, and the A30 just on the left, if you can look between my head and the dashboard. So that's where we finish today, but in the future we'll see if we can get some landings.